Today's topic is NFL draft stock risers. So whose stock went up post NFL combine? But before we jump into the meat and potatoes of the episode, I want to introduce a very special guest, Devin Jackson. How are you today, my friend?
I'm good, man. I finally got some sleep after combine week. Just such a busy week. Pretty much from the morning until, late at night, you're out networking and meeting people and, trying to really take in and take advantage of the week that you can. So feel well rested and ready to talk some NFL combine and just go through some of the people that really stood out.
Man, whose stock went up post NFL combine?
Yeah, I'll start with Jalen Wright from Tennessee. He's a guy that people have really wanted to see just how fast he will be. He has home run speed on his film. First play against Georgia this season, he took a 75 yards and ran by the entire Georgia defense. And then obviously we know they're one of the best defensive groups almost every year entering college football. So that really got my eye towards him and looking at him. But he went out, ran a 4.38 at the 4-yard dash at the combine, and really from there had a really good day. 38-inch vertical. He had a really good broad jump at the top of the group at 11.2. So this is a really explosive athlete, a guy that is really a home run hitter and in a running back class that probably won't have a first or second round pick this year. I think he really helped himself by going out and really doing some good things. And then the other person I'll add is Isaac Guerendo from Louisville. He's one of two running backs from Louisville that was at the combine. Him and Jawar Jordan, who was at the East-West Shrine game a few weeks ago in Texas. But Isaac, went out and also had a really good day. 4.33 speed, top to the group. Really showed his ability to move laterally, move vertically, and really show off his speed as well. He's a guy that kind of bounced around. He was at Wisconsin at one point as the backup. Then he came to Louisville and was kind of the backup there as well. So he's a guy that I think coming out of the combine week, teams are going to be a lot more intrigued with. And for him not to have, a ton of carries compared to some of the other running backs in this class, I think that is something that will stand out, especially for him as he makes a transition to the NFL.
I love it, man. So, what's great, man? I feel that like every year the running back class is getting that much more competitive, man. And there's different strokes for different folks, right? So if you're a place like the 49ers or the New England Patriots, where they typically have a running back committee, not just like one. Well, obviously 49ers definitely have Christian McCaffrey, but they have other guys that they rotate in there too. You can have someone like Guerendo can go in there and like, wow, catch the defense completely off guard with his, groundbreaking speed, right? So definitely an exciting day. One guy who stood out to me, man, shout out to Dylan Laube, man. He went out there, was it 23 on the bench? Good God, man. And he had a 4.5 speed, so not the fastest speed, man, but the tape speaks for itself, man. And he'll be another exciting prospect too. He can line up in the slot, do all kinds of really great stuff like that too.
Yeah, so with Laube, they also asked him to run receiver routes as well, which I thought was interesting, and just shows his versatility. Obviously, we know what he did at the Senior Bowl. He had a really good Senior Bowl week. No linebacker could guard him one-on-one. I think at one point they threw him in the line with receivers and DBs in Mobile. So it makes a lot of sense. I think some teams might even want him at slot receiver because you go back to his New Hampshire tape. They were throwing him out there at slot receiver and throwing slot fades to him. So, I mean, he's had a great pre-draft process and certainly is going to be drafted. I wouldn't be surprised if he went as high as the 4th round. I think teams are really going to like what he brings to the table.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And I'll finish off with this. Kamani Vidal. My goodness. He reminds me of that old Ray Rice tape back when he played for Baltimore Ravens. I mean, just like, okay, 5'8", and so what? And he could hold down a team and be running back number 1, man. He absolutely crushed it. His blocking ability is great. He had, was it about 1,600 yards on the ground approximately, and over about 225 yards receiving as well. So you're talking about over 1,800 yards is last year, man. Gadget player could use in a multitude of different ways, man. So Really, really exciting player
Yeah,
for us.
I'm glad you brought him up too. I like him as well. But I remember it's right before the Senior Bowl started, and I saw, I was watching the Georgia State linebacker, and what Vidal does in pass protection, I think, is also going to be a big reason why teams like him, because he's a really good pass protector too, especially on passing down. So I think he has that value to be not only a really good runner, but a blocker as well.
Definitely, definitely. And fun fact, here's some inside information that's not hit the media yet. Speaking with his marketing people, he is related to the legendary Hank Aaron. He's a great nephew of him. So supposed to be having an interview with Kamani coming out in the coming weeks. So I got a little piece of information. So you guys stay tuned and watch out for that interview. Thank you so much, man. That's running backs. We're going to move on to the next segment, and that is wide receivers. Thank you for watching another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.